Hello, how y'all doing?
All right, we're going to go straight to questions with Coach McGee. Let's start out with Mike Griffith, and then we'll go to Jake Rowe.
Todd. Hey, Coach, obviously running back, you got a full running back room with Zamir's decision to come back. How do you expect that the rotation to shake out? Could roles change, or do you place any value on the seniority that Zamir brings back?
We don't necessarily play seniority with any of our players. That's why we have off-season workouts. We have spring ball. So a lot of our evaluation and kind of setting the depth charts will kind of come from how they perform day in and day out leading up to the spring game. So it's a constant battle with our guys at the running back position. We are very, very fortunate to have six guys that can actually help produce and play winning football for us. So I love this time of year. Last year, if you look back a year past, we didn't have a spring football season. And I think it's back to close to being normal. We still do have COVID issues, but just being out there this morning and watching them run around and condition and push themselves is definitely a change from last year. And we welcome that.
Coach, if you could take me back to when James and Zamir did decide to come back, what was your reaction to that? How excited were you just to know those guys were coming back, just the relationship you've built with them, and to know that they have got another chance to kind of have a clean slate on a season and finish strong?
Yeah, I mean, it's very similar to the situation when Sony, Michel, and Nick Chubb came back. I think from a team standpoint, they wanted to do more, and they feel like they're a part of that and part of the success that we can have. I think it's a good situation for our younger running backs and even our younger players because they offer a lot of leadership mentally and physically on how to perform, how to practice, how to take care of their bodies. So it's very comforting to have those guys back. The biggest thing for me as a coach and those guys being older players is they can't get complacent because the playbook is in. We'll have some change-ups here and there, but they just got to make sure that they're pushing forward. They got to treat this off-season and spring football like it's a brand new season. They have to be eager to learn, eager to get better, eager to improve their skills because all of our players have weaknesses that they need to work on, and that needs to be a point of emphasis. And it starts with me making sure that they're detailed and what they need to improve on.
All right, let's go to Mark Weiser and then Anthony Dasher.
Hey, Dell, Kirby was talking about some of the ideas brought on by new staff members. You've been with Kirby since he got here. I'm just curious about, I'm sure you've had some opportunities and what is it about, this job and Georgia that's, kept you here so long?
I mean, first and foremost, my family loves it here. It's a great place to raise my child. Just the boosters, alumni, the way our administration treats their coaches. And then on top of that, just having a great recruiting base of a 5-hour radius, we should be able to recruit the top players in the country. That's outside that radius as well. So it's just a great university. We got great academics, offer a lot of different majors. Georgia Way program, Life After Football, is an outstanding program. And, just the brand, the G, is recognizable nationwide. And I really enjoy working for Coach Smart, and we have a great relationship. And I think that adds on to this being, the best job in the country to coach running backs.
Thank you.
Hey, Dale, good to see you. I just kind of wanted to speak to the camaraderie that you have in your running back room. I know every time we talk to those guys, they're always very, complimentary of the guys below them. I mean, no jealousy, nothing like that. How does that work? How does that happen?
I mean, we preach that from day one because we want all of our players to embrace the grind, but also love one another, whether you're the star player on Saturday or the walk-on that has to give the look to the defense. That's something that has always been a part of me and my philosophy in dealing with players, is that we're all in this together. And it takes a commitment from the entire room to not to be jealous, to look outside of yourself, to learn and promote one another, and be happy for your teammates when they do have success. But also understand that success is not long-term, and you will have your adversity and shortcomings. And at times when that happens, the next man has to be able to step up when injuries arise, or we got certain players that can do certain things a little bit better than another player. Then, those players have to relish that role. And the other player that's being taken out of that role has to understand that, hey, this guy's a little bit better at doing this than I can.
Okay, we're going to take 2 more questions. Let's go to Chip Towers and then Seth Emerson.
It's interesting to hear you talking about that so much about idiosyncrasies of having to decide who gets in the game and who doesn't. But that's not what I was going to ask you about. Dell, obviously it's easy to look and see the interest that there is in hiring you every offseason somewhere else. I just wonder, and obviously you've stayed here at Georgia. How much is being a head coach in your career objectives? Is that something that you're wanting to do and kind of holding out until you find the right situation in the right time?
I definitely think it's part of timing. I definitely do want to be a head coach, and I don't control that narrative. As you all know, it's definitely a tough deal for minority coaches to get that opportunity. And I do feel like when that opportunity does present itself for me, or even if it doesn't, I want to be a great ambassador for the next man that's following me, in particular, a man of color, just because of those opportunities just don't present themselves as much.
That's the thing. I mean, are you disappointed in the number of opportunities that have been out there, whether it be a NFL or Division I college?
I mean, yeah, I think as a whole, I think we're all, disappointed. We understand that it doesn't happen. The opportunities hadn't happened for us as readily, but we don't control that narrative. So until things change from an athletic director standpoint or ownership standpoint, that trend will continue. So it's just my job as a position coach, assistant coach, to do the best job I can. But at the same time, I'm comfortable with where I am, and I understand that I don't have control of who wants to hire a minority coach or not. That's strictly up to that university or NFL organization, and they have to feel comfortable with that.
For more Dog Nation videos, check out youtube.com/DogNation.